Thank you. Thank you. What a great night. Hey, is this a great state or what? Hey, look, we heard a prayer a while ago from my pastor, but we're supposed to glorify God in all that we do. So I will say right now, to God be the glory for tonight. First of all, I begin with words of deep and profound gratitude for all of those who worked so hard, who were willing to believe that we could confound the conventional wisdom, that this victory just couldn't happen. And yet, thanks to all of you, here we are. It did happen. I love our great state and its wonderful people. I am especially grateful tonight to my beautiful wife of 26 years, my partner, Donna. Yes, she's a public school teacher, and she's the last person I talk to every night. I want to thank our children as well. Samantha Bell, Sarah Ellen, and John Miller. For over 2 years, they didn't see much of their papa. And I have missed them tremendously, but they are the best children that I could have ever hoped for. And I love them very much, and I want to tell them that I appreciate them for everything that they've done. They've sacrificed like you wouldn't believe. But they knew that tonight was possible. I want to tell you also that I want to thank my family. I'm standing next to my mother, right here, a charity hospital nurse. A charity hospital nurse who taught all of her children compassion for our fellow human beings. And I love you, Mama, very much. And tonight, I can't help but think about my daddy. My papa, who I lost in April of last year, a great man, a great public servant, who, along with my mother, raised 8 children. A wonderful, wonderful man who loved this hotel where we are right now, and whose daddy came here in 1927 when he ran for sheriff and won. He spent the night here and woke up the next day to read the Times-Picayune to make sure that he had actually won the race. Mom, I love you very much. And my brothers and my sister. Don't feel sorry for my sister. There was one girl, 7 boys, but she was the oldest, and she's plenty mean. Okay. But my brothers and my sister, Alice, I'm joking. My brothers and my sister worked so incredibly hard as a team. They volunteered. They did things I never knew that they did. They traveled the state delivering signs, putting up signs, moving material, talking to voters. I could not have had a more supportive family, both my wife and my kids, but also my brothers, my sister, and my mother. And I will tell you, nothing they did and nothing you did was more important than the prayers that you offered up, not just for me and Donna, but for the great state of Louisiana and for our people. And so thank you so much for the prayers. You know, it takes a lot of people to do the footwork that a campaign like this requires. Calling people, telling our story, to those who contributed money to what a campaign like this costs. And it does cost a lot of money. But most of all, for those people who voted for us, God bless you. I am eternally grateful. I am humble. Thank you so very much for the confidence that you've shown in me. I will not let you down. I want to thank the hundreds of committed volunteers all over the state of Louisiana. And I want to tell you, I have the best campaign staff that has ever worked in the state of Louisiana. And it was the smallest campaign staff that has ever worked in the history of the state of Louisiana. And they will tell you it's the most underpaid staff that's ever worked in the history of the great state of Louisiana. I want to thank Linda Day, my campaign manager right here. She did a wonderful job. I want to thank Senator Karen Carter Peterson of the Democratic Party. What tremendous partners we had there. I want to thank also my legislative colleagues, Republican, Democrat, Independent alike. But I want to single out, and you always get in trouble when you do this, I want to single out my seatmate, Sam Jones, somebody who worked with me tirelessly throughout. Sam, thank you very much. He was the first true believer. And I want to take just a moment and thank Jay Darden. What a wonderful, wonderful man. He's a great man and a committed public servant. He decided, like me, to put Louisiana first. Not self, not party, but Louisiana. I am so proud to have had his endorsement. God bless Jay Darden and all of his supporters. This election shows us that the people of Louisiana, in a time of deep cynicism about our politics and also about our future, that the people have chosen hope over scorn, over negativity, and over a distrust of others. I did not create this breeze of hope that's blowing across our beautiful and blessed state, but I did catch it. And I thank God I did. This breeze has its roots in the songs of the Louisiana Hayride, the food of our Cajun ancestors, the spirituals of our African American churches, in the faith of our Italian and Hungarian strawberry farmers, in the energy of Native Americans and our Hispanic immigrants. No, I didn't start the breeze of hope, but I did catch it, and so did you. So did you. Thank you. That's why we're here tonight, because we all caught that breeze. The people of Louisiana have chosen to believe that we can do better, and that by doing better, we will be better. And I commit to you, we will be better as a result of tonight. You know, struck by the worst that nature can do, bogged down by attacks on education, embarrassed by the vanity and unrestrained ambition of its leadership, the people of Louisiana have chosen hope over business as usual. And I pledge to treat their trust in this hopeful spirit as a sacred obligation. We have a lot of hard work to do. We must unite and work together regardless of party, regardless of race, of gender, of geography. We are together. We are one Louisiana. Together, always putting Louisiana first. Together, always tackling our biggest challenge. Together, restoring opportunity and prosperity for the great people of the great state of Louisiana. Now, let me tell you, it's going to be difficult, but with God's blessing and with your hard work and your prayers, we will prevail, whether it's our finances, whether it's education, job creation, transportation, taking care of the environment. We're going to prevail. And I want to invite all Louisianans of all political persuasions, all ethnic groups, everybody from all over the state of Louisiana. I don't care your economic station in life. I want to invite all of you to join with us, to work hard, to work together, to pull together, to move Louisiana forward. So, as Abraham Lincoln once said, to call on the better angels of our nature and catch this breeze of hope that these deep and abiding issues can be dealt with in ways that speak to the common good. I'm going to be the governor of all the people. And I'm speaking to everybody in Louisiana right now. Whether you voted for me or whether you didn't or whether you didn't vote, I'm going to be your governor. And I'm going to work hard for you just as I'm going to work hard for those people who've been supporting me from the very first day. I'm going to work with you and for you just the same. And by the way, that goes for Senator Vitter too. He called me a little earlier this evening, and he was very, very gracious. And I want you all to know that I will work with Senator Vitter and every other elected official people in the private sector and higher education all across the state of Louisiana. But I will work with Senator Vitter because every constituent that he has is also going to be a constituent of mine. He announced this year tonight that he will not seek re-election to the Senate. And so it is my hope and expectation that he and I will work together to serve the state of Louisiana, promote the common interest, and I look forward to that opportunity. So my pledge to you tonight remains the same as it has been for months. I will always be honest with you. I will never embarrass you. And I will get up every day fighting to put the great people of the great state of Louisiana first. God bless you. God bless the state of Louisiana. And God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Very passionate speech by Louisiana's next governor, John Bel